Right, afternoon everyone. Wednesday the 18th. We've had a bit of rain overnight which has made it a pain, so you've seen us doing this bit. We're now through here, through the fence. Got the trees cleared that were in the way. There wasn't too much, you can see the brush just piled up on the right hand side. Roots and all, because it's really soft going, so they just push out and that sort of that. We've got there's only this little stretch to that pipe there. We've got it, dug it out once, let the level go down, and we're just about to dig it out again to get it to proper depth, because there was that much water coming down it before. It was that deep you couldn't tell where it was right. So we'll dig it out again now, a bit deeper, because you can see it's a bit yellow up there. You can probably see down that tube we've made a little trench, because if we just get a hoe and stand and sort of hoe it out, which is not fun. So we made a little trench, and hopefully the water, when we get a bit more rain, will carve the rest of it out. That's the idea. So like I said, there's already tracks around this place, but the trouble is the tracks don't correspond really with the ditch. The ditch kind of runs in a straightish line, or in a where it runs, and the tracks don't, so we have to make us way down here, and it's too wet. Thought motivate another entrance to, it's not so bad, but with it to sort out. And so yeah, we have to work us way up here. You can see the state we've just decided to call it here, and the ditch is too deep just a straight cross with a digger. It won't do it. I had it stuck yesterday, or as stuck as you get with a digger anyway, so we brought a pipe today, just put a temporary pipe in with some logs and that, just to get us across. But you can see the problem. Like, I've only spent 10 minutes here and pushed the brush to there, but I'll show you this bit. You can see the water, and this in front of me over the top. That whole area is just saturated. I mean, that level there is the water level, so you can imagine what this is like. It means we're not going to get very far at this side, because you can see on the ground where it has been flooded. So I don't know, it's the level in the ditch is that high. The two sort of levels are so close, there's no kind of drainage effect, but we're going to get it done one way or another. And yeah, it's this stretch from there up to past these big trees, and then it carries on. So up here we went in the other way, because this other side's a little bit clearer. We've been in here, we come in with pole saw, with little handheld sort of high reach chainsaw, and cut branches off, and then it's just a case of coming in with a digger and pushing them all into piles and what have you. But we cleared down here yesterday afternoon, didn't take long, because there's only like 5 or 6 elderberries just in a row. Yeah, so this is the stretch we're on at the moment. There's been some bits put in because this area out here floods when we get a lot of rain. Yeah, we've got all the way up here to get done at some point. Up to another sort of, the path comes back around here with the same path, and then this ditch carries on up there. So yeah, there's the next sort of pipe that's been put in, and the ditch is somewhere under there. The trouble with the ditch is that horrible monstrosity of a thing. It's pretty sure it's ash, and as you can see by the stump, it has seen better days. Yeah, that's oh, it's on the list, I think is the word for it. There is a tree surgeon's been and looked at it to price for getting it out of that, but I don't fancy working underneath it particularly. And obviously the ditch runs up there to that big tree, and then it sort of turns right. But yeah, all this brush in here, sort of in front of me, was the other branch of that which came down right over the path. You can see the log there, and that was a big tree. But so I'll show you the sort of trouble with all this land. I mean, you can see it's wet, but this whole area, it just floods, it just stands water. There's no, it's all a big hole down here. The field, my hay field, is up there, the bigger of the two that I take, and that's high, and sort of all the ground slopes to here, and then it goes back up at the other side. It's kind of been built up around the outside of this, and there's this whole area that's just like this. It's not so good, not so clever. But I mean, we're cleaning the ditch out basically because it's blocked, and there's actually a retention pond at the top of the ditch, and so it's constant water, so we've got to keep it unblocked. It's one of these things that you'd wish they'd maybe done it 10 years ago before it got so bad, or wish they'd kept up with it really. But yeah, this is progress. It's not going to be too bad down here. Straight down, ditch it out, no trouble. But it's just this stretch in front of me. There's either a load of blackthorn to take out, which is a pain in the ass, or we have to sort of paddle through mud, and well, some normal thorns just to take out some more thorn. It's kind of take that row of trees there and these, or take that sort of that side of blackthorn off. I'm not quite sure. I'd prefer to do that side because I know it's dry. There's a few more trees, as you can see, but it is drier at that side. That's the thing. This side's been stood in water, but we'll get it done one way or another. Morning everyone, Monday the 23rd of March, we're still on ditching. So this is where them trees were that I cleared coming back the other way. We're just starting to clean it out now, clean out this next stretch. You can see I've done a little bit more at the other side. I've actually put a ditch in sort of here and then into that area that I was saying was flooded. And that's still running actually, which is surprising. So yeah, we're just going to carry on up here. I'll set you up in the cab. Hopefully you can see, or I might set you up on top actually, so you can see down into the ditch as I'm doing it. So yeah, that's the script.